Good afternoon, all my rural Xers out there. This is Eric, the rural Xer, here with you. Finally back after probably about a 3 or 4 week hiatus. Haven't been putting out any content, and I apologize for that. Just haven't been able to get around to any places. I've been mostly working and just not able to really get out and get around and get some footage of places. And finally was able to get out today and go on a little road trip with my family and happened to be over here, I think it was last Sunday, and we drove over here in this area. This is Dawsonville that we're in today. Beautiful day, but anyway, we were over here eating in a restaurant close by, Connie House, which is a Japanese steakhouse. Very good place, but anyway, we were going to go riding around then and went north on 400, which is just over here off to my right, and came by this place, and I remembered it after we went by it that this was an abandoned Ryan's Steakhouse. And I thought about turning around and coming back, but we were out riding around then, and I really didn't have any information on the restaurant then, but I made a point to try to get back over here sometime, and today just happened to be the time to get back over here and actually get a video of this place, this abandoned Ryan's Steakhouse. It's been abandoned for about 7 years. Now, to give you just a little bit of information that I've got, I do have some history on it. The place was actually built back in 2005, and I think it actually opened as a Fire Mountain Grill, which was owned by the same company as Ryan's Steakhouse. Ovation Brands is the name of the company. It was a holding company that they have several different restaurant chains, including Ryan's and some other ones, Fire Mountain, and some other ones that I've never heard of, probably more maybe up north and out in the Midwest. And most of them are all buffet style restaurants like this Ryan's that's back over here, over my shoulder. And so anyway, it was open back in 2005 as Burnt Mountain, and then sometime after that, the name got changed to Ryan's, which most people around here, I'm sure, are more familiar with as myself. Ryan's Steakhouse, and Golden Corral is the other one that a lot of people are real familiar with around this area. But I'm not. I did eat in here, seemed like one time way back in the probably the late 2000s, maybe 2008, 2009. I was over here at a fishing tournament that our lodge was putting on at the time, and for lunch we came up here and ate at this restaurant, and I think back then it was still Fire Mountain Grill, but it was still a buffet. But since then, obviously, it got changed to Ryan's Steakhouse. It's actually over 10,000 square feet, and it closed back in March of 2016. So, as I said before, it's been closed about 7 years. So, with that being said, let's actually go and explore this place. It's such a beautiful day, blue skies and all, so come along and join me if you will. Well, here we are, the outside, looking at the front of the place. There's the Ryan's Steakhouse sign up above the door, the main entrance going in. Hot off the grill. Well, I don't think there's going to be anything hot off this grill, because probably still got the grill, but it ain't hot, I'm sure. This is funny. I was doing this once before and forgot to change the camera over from photo to video. I was doing thumbnail pictures and completely forgot to change it over. So this is the second take I'm having to do now. But anyway, here's the main entrance. Not a whole awful lot you can see right there. See what this sign says here. To our valued guests, this location is now closed. Thank you for your business, and we hope to serve you at another location very soon. Please visit ryans.com to find your nearest location. Well, I don't think there's probably any Ryan's that I know of that are still open. There might be one or two in the state, but I don't think they're anywhere close by around here. But anyway, we'll take a sneak peek in these windows here. You can see the main dining room. It's still set up, and like I said before, I thought I was recording before. The inside appears to be still very clean. All the tables and chairs are still there. Still got the hot food bars back over there. It is very unfortunate. I was reading a newspaper article about this place in one of the local newspapers. This is, like I said, just outside of Dawsonville. It's probably about, I'd say, roughly between 5 and 10 miles just east of Dawsonville, around the 53, State Route 53 and State Route 400, where they cross at. And it's a very good location. It really is. And I could see them repurposing this building for something else, for another restaurant of some sort. But it's a very big restaurant. It's over 10,000 square feet. It's something like 10,400 and something square feet. One thing that it does have is several different private meeting rooms where private parties can have special occasion dinners, groups, local groups like Vietnam veterans groups, Kiwanis groups, civic organizations and stuff like that could hold meetings at. And I could see how this would be a very nice place to have it. Get all you care to eat, have a meeting. Here's one of the, I've already looked at this. Here's one of the private meeting rooms here. And it's fairly good size right here. I'm sure they use it for general dining. Here's a better shot of it. It's looking through those blinds in that other window over there. But anyway, you can see that very, very good place to have meetings and all. I was reading in one of the newspaper articles that whenever they shut this place down, they only gave the organizations a couple of days to get down here and pick up their stuff, that they had any kind of flags or pennants that was mounted on the walls or anything like that. Get them down and get them out of the place before they locked it up. And all air conditioning units out here. Side of the building. Ryan's Steakhouse. Ryan's. Now, I've heard it called different things. Ryan's Steakhouse is what I'm more familiar with, but I have heard it called Ryan's Grill or Ryan's Buffet. It was a buffet, but they also had steaks that you could literally get off the grill at the buffet. And they actually had people there that would slice it for you if you wanted a particular thickness of cut, or cooked a certain way, like medium well or rare, whatever. And like I said before, in one of the first video that I thought I was making, but I wasn't. I was making photos here and there. The first time I ever went to one, this is back years ago when I was still living in Blue Ridge, and me and my ex went up to one in Cleveland. The town that we lived in, Blue Ridge, was in Fannin County, which is a border town next to Tennessee, and it bordered actually Tennessee and North Carolina, and it was almost quicker for us to go north up into Cleveland and Chattanooga area and do shopping and eating out and just getting out of the house and stuff. And here's another one of those private meeting rooms. Very nice. And like I said before, if they wasn't having meetings in here, they could just open it up to the general public and people could come back in here and kind of be in a private area by themselves. If you just had a family and wanted to kind of get away from the main crowd in the main dining room area. But anyway, we found one, came across it by accident up in Cleveland, Tennessee, and decided to eat there and try it because it was a buffet style. Never heard of it, never been to one before. And you talk about eating, oh my gosh. Those rolls that they had, Ryan's, they were famous for their rolls during the time that they were open. People would go there just for the rolls. And there was one in Canton, down south of where we live now, where I live now in Jasper. And it was really good. Unfortunately, my wife now didn't really like buffets. She likes being served at the table, and she just thought it was too much to eat. There's the main sign, main entrance. We'll go over here and take a look at this, in through this door right here. And Georgia State map right there. But anyway, she didn't like eating there and got lost in the popularity and finally closed down too. I don't know how long ago it was closed down, but they've repurposed that building into something else now. They're actually using it for some sort of a brewery. That's what it is, a microbrewery. They have events there and stuff like that, so it's kind of a hopping place now. Looks like they got all this all locked up. Here isn't nothing but the side of the building, dumpsters and equipment that they have out here. Not much to see here. Just sneak around the side of the building, the back of the building, I should say. Yeah, there isn't much back here. A lot of weeds growing through that fence door back there, that gate. But, yep, there's your Dawsonville Ryan's Steakhouse that is closed and abandoned for the past seven years now. Take one more look over here at this door. See if there's anything over here. You can see just the other door, main entrance there, and that Georgia map, it looks like. I think I may be looking at the wrong place. I'm not sure. Can't hardly see because it's so dark. My glasses are dark. But anyway, there is the Ryan's Steakhouse in Dawsonville, Georgia. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video of the abandoned Ryan's Steakhouse here in Dawsonville, Georgia. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more similar content. With that being said, we're going to get on out of here and head on up the road and do some more traveling around on this Saturday afternoon road trip. And we might be able to get some more content in. So we will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless.